started the storm chasing actually the last past season, and we did 6 companies around the United States where we got to go and work with them side by side and kind of do some documentary of what it's like to be behind the scenes and do this work. Unfortunately, this winter it shook out that most of the ones that we filmed were almost like their first snows or their second snows of the year, because it just wasn't kicking off. The snow was this year. I wound up saying we did all 6 of them. It was a great season. It was a good behind the scenes of what goes on. It's not just, these guys aren't just sitting on the couch waiting for the phone to go off. There's a lot of prep work that goes in beforehand to build the operation plan. Each snowfall is different. That could be from a piece of equipment not being ready to go for that snowfall, to employees that were sick, to a business that only wants maybe fire lanes done over the weekend. Everything changes. It's a game of chess. And there's just a lot that goes on with it that people don't realize. So it's cool. Like, I do snow. So to watch it and see the different equipment and to be out there with it, helping do this, it's cool. But like, I get to live this and see it every year. It's for the people that don't necessarily see it. I sent it off to a whole group of property managers and building engineers that I've worked with in the past. And some of them responded, some didn't, but some responded back and they're like, that's really cool, And one of the companies we did was Glacier Snow Management up in Fargo, North Dakota. And Jeremy's one of the co-hosts of the Snow Jobs podcast. And they have really nice equipment. And they do some hospitals up there and whatnot. We had a new cat loader with a big LaRue front blower. It's a separate engine powered blower. It goes on the front of the front end loader. You're looking at a few $100,000 for that unit, right? And it's not that, some guy doesn't have it or has it. They happen to have it and they need it for what they do. But the property manager goes, wow, that blower is pretty cool. And I'm like, yeah, the price of it is XYZ. And this is why we're not billing out $100 an hour for these things. So it's kind of educating them to, what this equipment costs. I mean, you equip a front end loader now, a new one, you're $250,000 easy, for a full size out there. So they have to understand what it all means, right?
Yeah. So I definitely heard, some takeaways for y'all listening. Educate your customers, like Steve said, invest in your customers, really care about their perspective, understand and empathize that they do have a lot of different hats they have to wear, a lot of different services and verticals they're responsible for, but then also educate them on what things cost and why, and even bring, like something like storm chasing has done, bring them into the experience. So it's not just running off numbers, hey, this costs this much, but they actually see it in action and how it clears and the efficiency of it. So I think storm chasing was great.